about something that every single one of us experiences. Even if we don't always notice it, that topic is habits. Before we begin, I like to ask all of you one simple question. Do you believe habits influence our success or failure in life? Most of us will probably say yes, and the truth is, habits quietly shape our days more than we think. The moment we wake up, checking our phone, brushing our teeth, drink coffee, scrolling social media, and all the way to our nighttime routines. So much of our behavior is automatic. This is exactly why many authors, researchers have studied habits, how they are formed, why they are so hard to change, and how we can redesign to better version of ourselves. Today, I'll be comparing these two popular books that discuss habits from two different angles. On my right side, The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, and on my left side, Atomic Habits by James Clear. Both books are bestsellers. Both have helped millions of readers around the world, but they offer very different approaches to understanding and improving our habits. So, let me explain you first. What are habits in psychology? Habits are automatic behaviors formed through repetition. They are things we do over and over until our brain stops thinking and operating on autopilot. And habits can be divided into two groups: healthy habits and unhealthy habits or bad habits. For example, the healthy habits: reading or studying consistently, eating nutritious food, or the last one is meditation or workout consistently. These habits improve our lives over time. But there is bad habits also. For example, overeating, smoking, and also procrastinating. These habits might feel good at the moment, but they often harm our long-term goals. So both books reveal how these habits work, and now we can transform them into something better. Let's start with the book overview. The Power of Habit, written by Charles Duhigg in 2012, with a 371 page, with a genre psychology, human behavior, neuroscience, and an Indonesia price is around 8,500. Duhigg comes from a journalism's background, so his writing will be filled by fascinating real life stories. He talks about companies, athletes, and even entire organizations that transform themselves simply by changing their habits. The second book is Atomic Habits, written by James Clear in 2018 with 312 pages, with the genre self-help, behavior change, and personal development. In Indonesia price is cost around 108,000. So there's the key idea of the power of habit. It's called the habit loop. Consists, cue, routine, and reward. For example, imagine every time you feel stressed, it's called cue phase, and you are doing routine like scrolling TikTok and makes you feel relaxed. You feel the reward. Duhigg explained, if we want to truly change habit, we keep the cue, we keep the reward, but we change the routine. So instead of scrolling TikTok, we can take a deep breath or a meditation or walk and stretch your body, or maybe you can take a deep breath, but you still get the reward of feeling relaxed. But through a healthier routine, Duhigg book gives us the science, the why habits exist, and why the habit exists is so powerful. While the Power of Habit is explain the science, Atomic Habits is focused on practical everyday with the strategy. James Clear gives something 4 laws behavior change. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, make it satisfying. These 4 laws create a simple system, a step-by-step guide that helps us build good habits and eliminate bad ones. For example, if you want to drink more water, you should make it obvious. Keep a water bottle on your desk. So the second one, make it attractive. Use a bottle you love. The third one, you make it easy. Fill it every morning. And the last step is make it satisfying. Track your progress or celebrate small wins. Atomic Habits shows us the how to start small, how to stay consistent, and how to make habits enjoyable. So the second key difference is identity versus behavior. This is one of the most powerful distinctions. James Clear argues that the real change happens when we are change our identity. He says that every action you take is a vote for the person you want to become. So, for example, instead of saying, I want to run, he suggests, I am a runner. Because when your identity shifts, your behavior naturally follows. Runners run, healthy people make a healthier choice. Organized people keep things tidy. Meanwhile, the power of habit focus on more behavior patterns, not identity. So both views are valuable. One transform from your mindset and the other transform from your routine. The third key difference is a writing style. The way these two books communication their ideas is also very different. The Power of Habit used journalistic storytelling, meanwhile Duhigg brings case studies like organization, athletes, and how habits influence society. Meanwhile, Atomic Habits is straightforward, simple, relatable, and the example are more smaller, more personal, and easier to apply in everyday life. So depending of your preference, if you are enjoy stories and research, use this book, Power of Habit. But if you want direct strategies, you can use Atomic Habits. So the last question, which book is more useful? Well, my opinion, the answer is both, but for different reasons. The Power of Habits help us to understand the psychology behind habits, explain how habits shape individuals, companies, and communities. So great for the people who love case studies and science. Meanwhile, Atomic Habits give practical steps to build better habits, helps readers to start small and stay consistent. Great for people who want to quick application. When combined, they give us the complete picture. So, the Power of Habit is the science, meanwhile Atomic Habit is the strategy. Together we can make the transformation. Before I end, I want to leave you with the message. Change begins with understanding our habits, but transformation begins with choosing who we want to become. Your habits determine your future, but you determine your habits. Thank you for listening. So I hope this comparison inspires you to reflect on your own habits and start building ones that supports the person you want to become. Well, that's it. Thank you.